recently released some results on the financial position of households, especially on the household wealth position. And that showed us some reflection on household position, and it has improved in the last 20 years, but looking from a nominal perspective. That means it didn't take inflation into account. If we took inflation into account, people were actually not as wealthy as they thought. They were actually a bit poorer. And I think it's important when you look at financial positions of households that they take note of that they must understand their financial position and the effect of inflation. We also saw that although the income grew, their household's assets didn't grow with the same growth. So people not necessarily using the assets as productive as that they can use. We saw a huge trend in unsecured debt, that we saw a lot of households shifted having more unsecured debt and lower secured debt. That gave us the indication of people becoming vulnerable. The debt servicing cost for that unsecured debt is much more expensive. So if interest rates increase in the future, it will put a huge burden on them to survive financially. We saw also the differences in the income groups that we saw from our vulnerability studies that we do. That different income groups are all, some of them, vulnerable. And that's an issue going back to the debt position. All households use debt. It's not only limited to the higher income groups or the lower income groups. But being sensible about the debt is what is very important, to that it remains affordable.